I'm Blue Phoenix, and welcome to my review of Building a Boat Race, part 2 out of 10. So, I am going to show you how to do the redstone like I did in the last video, and then I'll do a time lapse. So let's get into it. Sorry, flip my camera around. So this one will be bobbing with water. So the goal is to have the water push you back and forward, to the side, like I'm going to show you right here. That didn't work. We're gonna proceed. Let's see if we can do it with this guy. Okay. And you can see the water giving me more speed, pushing me to the side a bit. That one definitely got me speed. What? I did not expect that happening. Alright, try it again. Yep, there it is. It's pushing me to the side when I'm trying to turn. And it's speeding me up and slowing me down. So that's the purpose of the water. So I have two different types of water machines. And then I also have blueprints, but we'll get to the loop part afterwards after we show what these parts are. So we have the dispenser with the water bucket in it. Those ones you can do on the floor facing up. You can do it on the walls, and you can do it on the roof. That's it. Walls instead of the roof when I flip that. I have a server here so that when the redstone pulse goes to it from my repeater, that'll turn it off sooner. So if you want to take it longer to turn off and on, you can just get rid of the server. And then for the piston one, I have a piston, I have a redstone torch, I have a block, and I have a redstone repeater going into the block that's attached to the torch, which the torch activates the piston. So when the torch is on, it'll activate the piston to close it, keeping the water in. That you have the block that the water's on top of, or the block that the water would be next to. You turn it off. Next that. Let me just do this. Still right there. So that's how that works. Block, piston moves block forward, it's closed, piston goes back, it's open. Water above it or beside it. Redstone torch, when it's on, it'll turn the piston on, which stops the water. When it's off, it'll do the opposite. And server thing to deactivate, I should say, the torch. And then your repeater, that will activate your repeater. Makes sense, right? So now I'm going to go into different type of repeaters you can have. So I have two here that is more controlled, and then two that are more random. So the first one of control is the one I have right here, which is the one you saw up there. You have your redstone torch attached to a block. That redstone torch sends a pulse into a repeaters, and then two redstones. And these repeaters you can have go as long as you want. Farther you go, longer the repeating would be. I like that. And then when you have your redstone, you would have one go there, one go here, and then this repeating go all the way back to the block that the torch is attached to. And when that one hits the torch, it'll turn it off, turning off the redstone through here. And then once the redstone stops there, I'll turn the torch back on like you just see, and repeat the process. And then you would just have a connection off of it to activate your machine. And to turn it off and on, you just have another redstone connected to it that you can turn off and on like a lever, which will turn off the torch, turn off this redstone repeater. Okay. Next one is hoppers. So this to show you is when the item is going back and forth through a loop hopper. So that hopper going to that one, going to that one, going to that one. You can make it as long as you want, which makes it longer. Or you can keep it short to have it short. This is server redstone, detecting when the block is in its hopper, which will activate the redstone, leading to your machine. To turn off and on, you just put a redstone pulse going into one of the hoppers to stop the items from keep going. You duplicate items when you want it to be activate sooner. So I think I added too much items. And recommendation, do not have as many items as there is for hoppers or it'll always be on. And also recommend having items that do not stack. So not these items, but like swords and boats to go through. Because stacking items give you less redstone pulse, one thing, and they can get stuck in an endless loop when you need enough to make at least 2 or 1 redstone. But those are your 2 controlled ones, and now your uncontrolled ones. And more random, it's the one plants, so from sugarcane, bamboo, watermelon, pumpkins, they can activate the redstone. So you would put a server on the ground to detect the bottom of the plant, or you can have a server on the second one to detect it when it grows up right there. And for bamboo, if it's on the bottom, it's when it gets 4 high, it'll detect it. For sugarcane, it's when it goes too high, but it won't detect it if I place the block right there. It has to grow itself. Watermelon pumpkins, you let me grab a hoe. I can show you that one. Go to the ground. Grow it. So once it grows a watermelon or pumpkin, got watermelon, so I can just place that. It'll change how the root will connect to the watermelon. It grows right there, detecting a difference, activating, and you would have a person push your watermelon or pumpkin out of the way. For how the redstone is, a server detecting your screen that will keep changing. Redstone that goes through to the piston, pushing the block off, resetting it. And then your redstone that goes to your machine and something to turn off and on so you don't have it randomly turn on when you don't want it to. And then the next one is mob activation. So pressure pad, tripwires, those things with a mob inside the box. They walk onto it or walk past it, activating. Oh, I don't want to see it. Activating the redstone, which is right there, and the redstone goes through your redstone pulse. You put your redstone underneath it, make it go into a path, into your machine, and then you use this thing to turn off and on like you would with your plants. So as simple as that. Also, you can use this technique and throw all your cheaters in here so they can't cheat. Instead, they'll just be a nuisance. They already are if they're cheating. Should I get into the build time lapse chicken? Yes I should. So now I am going to do my time lapse. I hope you enjoy. See you in the next episode.